Today we're going to look at closely a file called a jwmrc-theme file. jwmrc-theme file is an integral part of Joe's window manager, which is standard in PuppyLInux, as you probably know. Main function of this file is sets the appearance of most application, in particular is color, font, and also it also sets the color and appearance of the tray and the menu. root.jwm, and I've just dragged this file into my geany editor. So this is much easier to follow if you make sure that you can there is a color picker applet visible on your toolbar. So here is the theme file, jwm theme file. So we can first take a look at the window style section. So for example, if I bring up a G calculator, it sets the color of the bar and the border and so on. So we can just drag it over here, and then the height is the height of this menu here, and it's the font. So for example, I have a nihilist font, and if you just make that change and then save it and then restart JWM, so you can go ahead and JWM restart and ampersand, you'll see that it changes the so let me just close this. You can see that it changes the font. So that's pretty small, but I prefer to have a minimal height of the menu, the title bar. So we'll just revert back to sans 10 and then save again, and then I'm just gonna refresh the JWM, restart the JWM again, but I have it in the keyboard binding, so it's easier to see. And then we can take a look at the width, is the width of the window in pixels. And for example, if you can just change it to 20, save, and then restart the JWM, you can see that it's much larger. So that's pretty drastic. So we'll just go ahead and put it back to 2 and then restart the JWM. And you can see that when it's in focus, it's red. So when it's active, for example, I can click on this and you can see the foreground, the lettering is white, background is red, and then outline you can't see, but it's black. So to be able to visualize quickly what the background color, for example, this coding, you can just drag it with your mouse and then just simply open the color palette, and you can see that it's red. So that's how you can quickly tell. So when it's not in the foreground active, you can take a look at the background color and you can change that. But let's take a look at the color, this color. So it should be pretty close to this color here. So they should be that color. So we can just click on again, color palette, and yes, indeed, that's the color. So that's how you can control. So you can certainly put in other numbers here. Or if you want, you can just go ahead and just put in the common letter or lettering. So we'll say green just for demonstration purposes, and then save and then restart, and you can see that it is green. So we'll just put it back. So we'll just go ahead and put it back. And then save, and then so that's how you can control the most of the application appearance. So active is when it's in focus, as I mentioned. So now let's take a look at the we'll close this, and we're going to take a look at the tray style. So tray style works very similarly. So the font size in the tray bar does not refer to the font of the clock in my case. So, and the foreground is white. Again, the clock font size is not reflected in this. So there is a separate section in the clock style that controls the appearance of the font and the color. Let's take a look at the active tray. So active background is this refers to this task icon. So here you can see that it's red again, and white is not reflected in any of what you can see here, and in the background color is here is the background of this total bar, so you can change to whatever the color that you prefer. So again, we'll just go ahead and drag it along with your mouse and then click it on the color palette, and then you can change to whatever color. Let's say we'll do that and select, and then so the color has been replaced. We're gonna save it and then restart the so you can see that's how you can change the whole background color. So we'll just go back, Control Z, and then save again, and then jwmrc restart. Trays, I think that should cover the tray style. Now pager style is somewhat complicated in that the pager style refers to these. So most of us on a default setting, you will start with the 3 desktops, but I prefer to have my 6 desktops here. And then we can go ahead and start. I want to just start some of the programs in the background for demonstration purposes. So we'll just go back to the here. We'll just go ahead and say no for now, and then so we're the tray style, and you can see on a pager we're in the pager style, and you can see there are other virtual desktops. Other desktops has some applications open. So let's take a look at the pager style active. It's easier to comprehend if I just make this in pager style go, and then readjust this. So we can take a look at the outline is these here, and a lot of zeros, so we can just take a look. So it's black, so you can certainly change to white or whatever. And foreground is not, again, what is active is here. So foreground and background is, for example, in non-focused applications. So you can change the color of non-focused desktop by manipulating these colors. So now we're going to come back to the active. So here is active, in my case, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this is where I have Geany open. And if I just go ahead and maximize, you can see. And then if I just go put it here, you can see the changes of a pager style. Color change is exactly the same as what I went through. Pop style is when you go ahead and move the mouse cursor, you can see that there is right now 2 and blue color, so you can change the font again with the color change. Menu style is F12, so we can go ahead and put it over here. Works pretty much the same way. That the active is right here, the red color. So active, this is active background is right here. Active foreground is white. Menu when it's not active. Background color of non-active. So here is the active, red shift, red color, and then white. And we're going to change the background of non-focused active choice. So let's just go ahead and change this to blue, for example. And then we're going to just restart the JWM. We're going to see what that did, so you can see the changes. So I'll just revert back to my end. And then clock style is where you can control the clock, appearance of clock. This has to do with the styling of the fonts.